my African-American wife, thought she'd kill me, inherit $18 million, and walk away as a grieving widow. She didn't know I...
If you had told me at 41 that I'd be celebrating early retirement, I would have laughed. But here I was, rich, exhausted, and finally done after selling a renewable energy patent for a little over $18 million, plus royalties for the next decade. My wife, Emily, insisted on throwing a huge party at our home, catered, decorated, and filled with people who suddenly remembered my name once they heard I was wealthy. The living room was packed, music low, lights warm, champagne flowing like some glittery river of fake well wishes. Everyone clapped me on the back, telling me how they always believed in me, even though half of them had told me to get a real job. Back when I was working in my basement with prototypes made of duct tape and prayer. Whatever, success makes hypocrisy tolerable. I slipped away toward the bar to refill my glass. I like using the same old scuffed highball I've used for years. Nobody touches it because it's chipped and slightly ugly perfect for me. That's when everything snapped into place. Emily, my wife of 10 years, leaned over my glass like she was adjusting a garnish, but then she pulled something from her clutch. A tiny dark bottle, not perfume, not oil, something older, something wrong. She tilted the bottle, and droplets fell into my drink, clear, odorless, quick. Then she stirred the glass with her finger. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I would have never believed it. I didn't make a sound, didn't gasp, didn't confront her. I simply froze long enough to feel my blood go cold. Then I stepped back so she never knew I was watching. She placed the poisoned glass right back on the counter like she was prepping for a toast, not a murder. Smart people panic. Smarter people stay silent. When everyone gathered, someone handed her a fresh flute. Emily gave a speech about new beginnings and shared futures, and the guests raised their glasses. Meanwhile, I casually slid my own glass toward her mother, Ava, a woman who has criticized me since day one yet never refused a free drink in her life. She smiled, thanking me as if I'd handed her a diamond. Everyone drank? Except me. Ava took a bold sip. 5 seconds, 10, she laughed at a joke, turned, then her face contorted like someone had unplugged her from the universe. She crumpled to the floor, glass shattering, guests screaming. Emily fell to her knees, performing concerned daughter like she was auditioning for an award. But I saw her eyes. Not grief, fear, because she wasn't mourning her mother. She was waiting to see if I would fall too. Ava survived barely. The paramedics said it looked like toxic ingestion. The ER doctor said the same thing but added a troubling detail. It was highly concentrated. Not food poisoning, not accidental. Someone had added something. Emily kept insisting her mother must have had a medical issue. I kept watching her, watching how her eyes flicked to me every 30 seconds to see if I looked dizzy, sweaty, unstable. She expected me to collapse. That told me everything. See, Emily didn't hate me. She wasn't angry. She was desperate. Because right before the patent sale finalized, her finances collapsed like a wet sandcastle. Her boutique, her Instagram brand, her influencer lifestyle, all of it was bleeding money faster than I could track. Maxed cards, quiet loans, late payments hidden under fake smiles. And then there was her brother Kyle, who called himself a consultant but was basically a thug who gave out loans at illegal interest rates. Emily owed him tens of thousands. And who had just become an instant multimillionaire? Me. In her mind, I wasn't a husband anymore. I was a jackpot with a heartbeat. Of course, she didn't know the biggest secret of all, the prenup. 8 years ago, before she even said yes, she signed a legally airtight agreement that guaranteed my intellectual property was mine, my business was mine, my royalties were mine. In a divorce, she got only half of our shared savings, no house. No patent, no millions, nothing, unless I died before updating my will. And guess whose will still named her sole beneficiary? Mine.